You're listening to the Black Minds Matters podcast in association with WCEN. Hey, what's up? My name is Peaks, and you are listening to the Black Minds Matters podcast in association with WCEN. I'm also joined with
Mr. X. What's good?
What's good? How are you today, Mr.
Yeah,
X?
everything's all good, man. Just ready to go for this podcast. Man, talk to some girls.
Yeah, let's get talking. But before we do that, let's just introduce the people to what this podcast is all about. So the reason we have this podcast show is to raise the spirits and have a diversity of young voices that are currently not being heard. This is your platform to come on and share your needs and experiences of what's happening in the community during this lockdown, this global pandemic. So we're going to be talking to a variety of different types of people from all walks of life. If you're a student, an artist, a poet, a volunteer, maybe you're a parent, a member of the community, you work in a faith group, whatever it is, maybe organization or whatever it is, this is your platform to come on and share your experiences, share your stories, and uplift somebody else who may be looking for a little bit more tips and advice on how to deal with everything. So on today's podcast, we are going to be joined by MK. She works in Superdrug as a sales advisor. She's from Southeast London. She's 23, and she just wants to come on and share her kind of experiences in life and how things has been affecting her during this lockdown. So let's get her on. MK, are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
What's good? You sound chilled, man.
Yeah, I'm just chilling. Playing on PlayStation.
That's all you can do in your yard now, innit? It's like,
I know, it's ridiculous.
just chill, man.
All right. So basically, if you could tell us a little bit about yourself, about what area you're from and what it was that you were doing before the lockdown. So if you could just give us a little overview.
So I'm from Southeast London, East Dulwich, and before the lockdown, I was working. So I was working in a retail shop called Superdrug. Everything was going fine until quarantine started. So yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
now I'm just at home.
At home with everybody else in the UK and
Literally.
stuff. So basically, how did you come to hear about like the lockdown when it happened? Because you were in work and everything, and did you kind of before it happened, were you kind of like hearing what was happening in the news or anything like that, or?
Well, I was hearing what was going on through work because it was just like we're an essential shop, so we had to stay open.
Right.
But we was just on edge of thinking, are we going to close? Are we going to stay open? But then we ended up closing for some reason. So it's just like right now, everyone's wanting to get back to work, but we can't.
Yeah.
So it's just like.
Do you know why that is? Because as you said, you was classified as an essential shop. So do you know why?
Yeah, it was an essential shop. But when I spoke to my manager, she was saying something about we're not taking enough money. So we're not taking enough money throughout the whole day. So,
to stay open.
To stay open. So throughout 7 days a week. So they just decided to shut us down. And some people that were available to work in different areas got put in different areas. But the area that I live in, unfortunately, is too far from where everyone else lives in my shop. They all live like over the borders. So they got placed like different shops in different areas. But whereas like Tottenham Court Road is too far for me, Islington and whatever's happening in the world, I don't want to be travelling too far anyway. So
did they
I'm just on holiday right now.
So you're on holiday now, yeah?
Yeah, they class it as a work holiday.
So did the they said, okay, we're going to have to shut up shop, were you actually in work at the time, or was this how was the decision made for you guys?
Well, for me, I was on a week holiday anyway,
right,
due to the shop not making enough money. So when I actually heard about it, I was due to come back to work. So I spoke to my manager on I think it was a Friday, trying to get trying to get work for the following week, but she didn't get back to me at all. So I messaged her on a Monday. She didn't get back to me. I'm thinking, am I not supposed to be working? What's going on? I have bills to pay. Don't do this to me. But she got back to me and said, oh, we're going to put you on a 3 weeks holiday because we cannot find anywhere in your area that's available to take you. So it was just a thing where I've been on holiday for it's basically going to be a month. And then I'm hearing another 3 weeks lockdown. So it's just really...
Yeah, it's just been extended. So, in regards to the work placement thing, was it your choice, or was it the choice of your work to say, okay, you live here, so you can't travel to there, or was that a choice that you
It
kind of
was a
had
bit of
something in?
both, really, because when I spoke to my manager, she said she did research it from where my nearest train station is to where the nearest train station is where the shop is. And she was like, it's going to be like a half an hour, 45-minute journey. And the shift that they had intended for me was evening shift. So at the same time, she didn't want me traveling back late by myself, coming back to my area on tube or bus or whatever it may be. So she just decided, you know what, put you on holiday and you'll just get normal pay as well.
That's a touch though. Still,
Yeah.
It's not
yeah,
bad, but
not
it's
bad.
boring.
Well, yeah. See,
It is boring.
speaking about boredom, so how do you deal with boredom? I mean, because obviously, are you living basically in a flat share? Are you living with parents, or do you have your own place?
I have my own place, but like I do have like friends coming over, and I do live with like my partner and whatever. So it's just like at the same time, it's all right, but then it's not because I do stuff like I go to the gym, so it's not just working. It's not just work that I'm missing. It's just like other things as well, my
Same.
hobbies and whatever. Like even just like linking up with my friends just to go out to go eat and stuff like that. It's just actually annoying.
So, so I mean, in terms of you actually go to the gym and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, have you found any kind of workarounds with that? When you heard that businesses are closing down, you felt, okay, well, maybe I'll still go and exercise and stuff, because everything didn't kind of happen at the same time, did it?
Yeah,
So,
everything happened like because when the whole coronavirus or whatever they want to call it, when that outbreak did start, I was still going to the gym, but I was being cautious. So I did have like in the gym they did have like sprays and wipes and stuff to like whatever you want to go on, you can wipe it first. But I was like wiping it first and wiping it after. So it was I was going to the gym up to a certain extent, and
yeah.
then I got an email saying, no, look, we're closed. And that's when I said, okay, I've got to start doing some home workouts, got to start using my chair as squat to do squats with or whatever. But then at the same time, I do have like a little apparatus outside in my garden, and I have a garden on top of that as well. So I do go outside and lift some little bit of weights that I do have in my house.
That's good. I
Not
mean,
trying to go to the park and have a run just yet.
not just
I've
yet.
been contemplating though. I have been contemplating.
So in terms of like workouts and stuff, how have you adjusted from being in the gym to being there? You know, is it something that, you know, some people just like, I love the equipment, I love the vibe and all that kind of stuff. So like, how have
For
you kind of
me,
managed to make it work? And can you share some of your tips?
I just use whatever I have in my house, really.
That's
So,
it.
like, just because you go to the gym and the gym has like these apparatus and these frames that you can use, you can actually do the same stuff in the gym in your house if you just put your mind to it. So, if you just wake up in the morning, put your music on and be like, right, do you know what, gym's shut, but I can still do it in my house. Whatever you can use in your house, like, for example, I have a spare TV and it's not a big TV neither, so it's one where I can lift up. I was using that to do my squats with the other day. So
You're serious,
you
girl.
just use anything, like if it's heavy enough for you to pick it up and you to actually do whatever you want to do with it, just use it. That's what I do anyway, because there's no point in just dwelling about the gym, man. It's not going to get you
No,
anywhere.
hold on though. Gym memberships are expensive. Have they frozen it, or are they going to extend it? Like, do you know what's
Well,
happening?
my gym, they've frozen my membership anyway. So it's like once everything starts back up, they're not taking out no monthly payment
That's
because of
good.
what's going on.
Yeah.
So once everything starts getting back up and running, that's when they're going to start saying, yeah, it's going to start from this date or whatever. But from what I know, everything's been frozen with other gyms as well, hopefully anyway.
So what have you been doing besides work now? Now you're on holiday. You have to stay inside for the majority of the day besides exercise and shopping and
Exercise.
stuff. What other activities do you do whilst you're at home?
Well, I do some not yoga, but like stretches and stuff. So I do when I do finish my gym and that I do stretches, but after that I do more stretches just because I don't want to get stiff and whatever. But apart from that, I found myself cooking a lot, so
Oh,
that's a
cooking, yeah.
plus side.
Was
Yeah,
you cooking before, or is it you've taken it off now because of your situation that you're in now?
I was cooking before, but it wasn't as much as I'm cooking now.
Same.
Like I'm finding out I'm cooking during the week as well as cooking on the weekends. So before it was just like I would normally cook like say like a Sunday and then like once during the week. Now it's just like I'm cooking like 2-3 times during the week and every weekend as well on top of that. And then the majority I'm cooking as well. It's not no little portion, so it's actually lasting me. It's actually lasting me as well. So I've got that pattern.
Has the ingredients changed of your cooking, or is it the same? Has your perspective of how you cook changed, or is it still much the same?
Ingredients have changed. So I used to like not say eat a lot of junk, but certain stuff like white bread. I used to eat a lot of white bread. Now I'm eating like brown bread. If I can't get brown bread, I'm eating best of both because that's the next one up. And stuff like sugar. I'm trying not to buy the white sugar. I'm trying to buy the brown sugar. Started using what's it called? These little noodles, these brown noodles that I found in my corner shop. They're quite nice as well. So stuff like some healthy stuff as well, because the stuff that you actually want you can't get.
Right.
So I'm looking at it like, let me try something different. And the stuff different that I'm trying is more healthier than what I used to get anyway. So it's just like, I might as well start using this anyway.
So have you found any kind of positive effects then since you've kind of changed your, from what your eating habits?
Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of spots. That's a plus side. So I've noticed that my skin's clearing up really, really good as well. And during this time, I'm drinking a lot of water, which is a plus as well. So my skin is actually getting better right now. And it's just that I'm not buying a lot of takeout. I'm not wasting a lot of money. And I'm just literally doing home stuff now, where every day I used to just be like, oh, because I'm working, snack. It wasn't good at all. So right now, there's a plus side to what's going on as well.
Definitely. I mean, in terms of what you just said, because you're on holiday, it's unpaid, but you don't know kind of like where this is going. Have you seen like because eating out can be a lot of money and just traveling and then going for drinks and all that kind of stuff, if that's kind of like what you do and stuff. So in terms of that, have you found that actually financially, you've actually managed to save a little bit more?
Financially, I've saved a bit more money, definitely. Definitely, I cannot argue with that at all.
Excellent. So that's good. So that's a good tip for anybody else out there as well. You know, now that you can maybe look at your money a bit more carefully and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, in terms of hair, I know people think it's not essential, but in the Black community it is.
I know it's essential.
So I mean, so if you don't mind me asking, like, what about your kind of like hair situation, girl? Are you one of those people who likes to go to the salon, or do you have to get your hair done?
I don't really go to the salon a lot, so I like do my own hair, but I do like wear wigs and have extensions and weaves on and all of that, but it's not all the time, so I wear wigs mostly. But at the same time, I've just found out like me being off, I'm treating my hair more, if that makes sense. So like me actually treating my natural hair, and I can see it's growing as well, and plus what I'm eating is having an effect on my hair as well. So where I'm not always out and always eating junk food and fizzy drinks and all of this, my hair is actually growing because I'm drinking a lot of water. That's number one. Number two, I'm treating it more, which means like I'm not just plaiting my hair and just putting a wig on. I'm actually like greasing it. I'm actually like trimming it. I'm actually like having these little hair mask, little sessions and everything going on. So it's just a thing where I'm actually just looking after myself now and my hair, if that makes sense.
You've managed to turn your house into a little spa place now.
Yeah.
It's mad though. It's mad though, because it's funny how one problem creates not another problem. It creates a situation where you're finding yourself now.
Yeah.
So like you just literally just run off this bare list, of all these things that are positive for you that you probably would never have encountered if it wasn't for this massive kind of problem. So it's kind of funny how a life kind of go in it. So
literally.
See, I don't know about girls' hair knit, so so I'm not one to comment. But I can tell you from a guy's point of view, basically, that I know a lot of guys are talking about how they're going to deal with these coming weeks without getting a trim. You know what I mean? So we kind of go through our own problems. So I can kind of guess how you girls are going through your own little situations as well.
Yeah.
But continue. I'm listening.
Obviously, in terms of, you don't, we're saying we're not allowed to go out and meet up with friends and all that kind of stuff as well. But I mean, in terms of just keeping your sanity, and you used to go out for work and all that kind of stuff. I mean, have you managed to keep like a routine of anything going, or are you kind of playing the day as it kind of goes?
Well, I actually play the day kind of as it goes, but at the same time, I always try to go out for a walk. So whereas we're not allowed to go out for exercise, I do my exercise in my garden,
Yeah.
and then I go out like the house. I don't go far, but I just like walk around for like an hour or two just to get that fresh air, because there was a couple of days where I just stayed in my house. I think it was like 3 to 4 days, and I had the biggest headache ever. And as soon as I stepped out, it was just like the fresh air just cleared me up. And I was thinking, these people are telling me to stay in my house and not leave and not do this or not do that. And I should crack a window, and I'm getting a headache. I can't do this. Like, I'm sorry. I need like fresh air. Like, I need to go out and walk so it can just go throughout my whole body. And I just have a clear head. But I just wake up, exercise. From exercise, I just take the day as it goes. If I need to go out, go to the shop, I go to the shop. Definitely, if I'm going shopping, have that pattern for when I need to go shopping. So I'm not just out going shopping every other day or whatever. So when I do go shopping, I make sure I do buy the bulk buy, so I don't have to go out again unless I just want to go out for a walk, really.
Same. How do you think it's affected basically your friends? Do you still speak to your friends, and how is it affecting them? Because I know with me, I'm speaking to a lot of friends, and we're all taking it differently because certain people in certain different situations regarding work.
Yeah.
Some people have mortgages, where some people don't. How are you finding that your immediate friends are handling it? Is everyone handling it just as well as you are?
I feel like my friends, they're handling it okay. Some of them okay, some of them not too good. But my close friends, I know that they're all right, and we do keep in contact on whatever. So I know social media is helping a lot of people right now.
Yeah.
So that's the plus side as well. So at the same time, I feel like everyone's just taking it day by day and step by step, because I'm telling you, I have a feeling if social media was to shut down, a lot of things will just go wrong. 'Cause that is what's keeping everyone alive right now.
Saying just
The
being able to
internet.
keep contact in it.
Yeah.
And stuff. So I mean, like you've just spoken about the importance of social media in helping everyone to connect and everything and stuff. But at the same time, do you think it can be an overkill sometimes in regards
Yeah.
to that? Because like it is technology, it is electrical and stuff like that. You found that when you was in your house, you needed to get out. So
Yeah.
obviously there's a kind of a balance, and you know what I mean, as well, that we've got to all probably take into consideration as well.
Definitely.
So in your own experience anyway, basically, now that this has happened, I'm not exactly sure how, when you started your holiday, has it been a week? You're on holiday now, is it a couple of weeks? You say you've been on holiday?
I've been on holiday for like, I think this is like going into the 3rd week now. So
Okay,
I've got like
third
a
week.
week left.
Okay, so how's this kind of like changed your perspective on life, basically? Is it the same? Is it, are you, when it goes back to normal, if it goes back to normal, is it just going to be the same old, are you a changed woman now?
I feel like I'm a changed woman. So I know for a fact that I'm not going to go back to buying takeout and certain stuff that I used to do before all of this happened. Whereas I know I can actually manage the hours that are in the day, because that's what I feel like I was running out of hours. There weren't enough hours in a day. That's what I used to tell myself. But now where I wake up, I do one thing, like I clean my house, I cook, I literally I watch a whole movie. If I can do all them things within one day, then me going to work shouldn't just stop me from doing what I'm doing around the house as well, and like keeping myself healthy where I'm cooking in my house and not eating junk food and always spending money. So I definitely know that once it goes back to normal, if it goes back to normal, then I'm still going to continue doing what I'm doing regardless, even probably try and cut the gym out. Like you said, the gym membership, kind of a bit too much as well. So if I can, that will be a plus side to it as well.
Okay, so you're kind of reevaluating everything that you were kind of like doing beforehand and saying, okay, this is actually working and this is whatever. So you're kind of like having a bit of a clear out of things and a new kind of perspective on life.
So just gonna change the subject a bit, basically. I mean, like, what do you do to chill? I mean, like, we know you exercise to keep fit. and we know you're now a budding cook now, so you're getting much more healthy now and everything stuff. But when you want to just relax and and you want to chill, what is it that you do? Do you have a hobby? Do you draw? Do you listen to music? What is it that you do to kind of chill?
I listen to music a lot, and I watch movies. But I don't just watch any stupid movies. So I watch movies that are like true movies and like history movies, like what happened before basically I was born and stuff, or when I was even born and I was like a baby, I didn't know what was going on. So stuff like that, that's when I just like to relax and probably just have like a glass of wine as well, to be honest with you. Literally. I've noticed I've stopped drinking a lot of spirits and I'm drinking wine. And it's more relaxing. It don't intoxicate you as much as like Rare Nephew and Courvoisier and all them hard drinks. So everything's changing since this quarantine and this lockdown's happened.
That's good. I mean, what you're saying is there's been a lot of positive stuff, so that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of though, there was something you mentioned to me previous, and that was, when people kind of go out and you go shopping and all that kind of stuff, now everybody's a little bit prang, but you've got hay fever.
Oh yeah, no. Oh,
so
gosh.
like, how are you coping with that? And obviously everybody's going to be paranoid about someone who's sniffing and somebody whose eyes are watering, someone who's sneezing.
Oh gosh, well right now it's just started and I'm thinking this is not the time for you to start right now. Please don't start. And it started and it's actually like worse because it normally just happens where I'm just sneezing, my throat itches. But right now everything's happening at once. Like my eyes are puffing up, I'm sneezing, my nose is watering, my throat, I'm coughing. And then when I go out to the shop and stuff like that and people are looking at me, I'm thinking, please don't look at me like that. I'm positively fine. I'm telling you that for free. I am so fine. It is just hay fever. But then it's like once you try and explain yourself, it's like, really? You're just trying to cover something up, are you sure? But right now, if I can just stay in the house and not go outside for too long, it will just be a plus because the pollen is high right now. I don't even know how.
Yeah. Okay, so that's good. And so and just one last thing, how you kind of keeping abreast of all the situation in terms of your work when you maybe can get back to it or the latest developments that's happening so that you can kind of keep everything managed, as you're saying, in a positive way?
Well, right now, we have a work group chat, so everyone does keep in contact with each other and the reassurance is always there. So it's not like we're just sitting ducks and everyone's individually at home waiting, oh God, what's going on? Everyone does like message in that group chat and then message individually as well. So whereas my manager will just be like, oh, hi, hope you're well and whatnot, just to let you know this is going on. So where she's management as well, she does let us know what's going on in management so we understand what's going on as well with us.
So you feel your workplace has dealt with it well?
Yeah, I feel like they've dealt with it well because you've got certain people that like are my age as well and they have kids and they live by themselves and it's just like they're just probably sitting at home thinking I'm gonna have to feed my child, like how am I gonna cope, is work still gonna pay me like 80% or 100%? So stuff like that, I feel like my workplace has handled it really well. So my workplace, I know for sure we're not threatened, like we're not sitting at home and anyone's thinking, yeah, I'm gonna go back to work and not have a job. We know for sure that our job is gonna be there, where some people don't. Yeah. Which is kind of upsetting, but at the same time I feel like if everyone just keeps in contact with each other and just keeps positive and has that positive energy, then certain people will overcome this.
Excellent.
Certain people will.
Community person, kind of like everyone's in the same situation, but everyone wants to hear kind of like the last kind of like bits of good advice from everyone because you never know who it could help.
Yes.
And stuff like that. So if you've got any kind of like advice based on your own experience of what to tell other people your age, you know what I mean, people like you, to kind of like uplift their spirits during these times?
Well, from my experience, what's going on right now, I just tell everyone to stay positive and just have that open, clear mind and don't take it as, the government just wants to lock us down and not want us to do anything and not want us to see anyone and anything. There's always internet. As long as the internet is up and running, you can get in contact with anybody that you want to. You can FaceTime, you can Zoom, you can Skype, you can download any video chat just to not feel that loneliness that you could be feeling. So literally just take it as a positive and work on yourself and focus on yourself. And I'm telling you, you'll be fine. And just keep in contact with your friends and family, really. And that's it.
Jeez.
Thank you so much, MK. There's
You're
been a lot of
welcome.
inspiration there. So enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully you'll
You
hear
too.
some good stuff soon and this lockdown will be over before we all know it.
I know, hopefully.
All right, cool. Well,
Okay, take care, man. Have a good
Take
day.
care, you too.
Thank
All right,
you.
bye.
Thank you.
So that was MK from South London. Thank you so much for sharing your story and your experiences. So if you've got something that you want to contribute, any feedback or tips or experiences that you want to leave us, then please drop them in the comment. You can also email us on info@blackmindsmatters.co.uk. If you want to go and check out the website and check out some videos and some other things that's going on there, sign up to the newsletter, then please check out www.blackmindsmatters.co.uk. You want to find out the latest government and healthcare guidelines, the most up-to-date resources is www.gov.uk or www.wandsworth.gov.uk. Thank you so much for taking part. Please like, share and subscribe. If you found value in this, please share it with someone else. Subscribe and we will catch you on the next podcast show. Be safe, be well and take care of yourselves. You're listening to the Black Minds Matters podcast in association with WCEN.